still the same. We do not see any increased security presence in the streets or anything. It's still the same, but then people, you don't see them having discussions in groups, and you can see that everyone is excited, but nothing has changed in Maiduguri today.
Blessing Tuna, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. Our correspondent has been following that story, but let's get some perspective now on it. We speak to security expert Dr. Ona Ekomo, who joins us live on the program. Dr. Ekomo, thank you for joining us on Network Africa. You're one of the people. Well, you're one of the people who's been, you've been with us analyzing this development as it goes on. What does this mean for you? I mean, the girls being released, how are you reacting to that?
Well, Amarachi, I'm very elated. Like every well-meaning Nigerian, it had gone on too long. The agony had been so prolonged, over 900 days in captivity. And now the girls, or at least the girls, the ones that are alive, are back home. So we really want to congratulate the government of President Buhari for this excellent performance. It's an excellent performance. Because it was their intervention. Their intervention had something to do with their release. Well, like your lady said, your correspondent said just then, we don't have the details of the release. But certainly, I know something. They weren't rescued. It's not like there was any dramatic rescue by force of arms. It was a negotiated release, and so that's the correct language. It was a negotiated release. Some form of consideration was given, which is good in this circumstance, and for the girls, to be released from captivity. So we'd really like to congratulate the federal government, congratulate the Nigerian Red Cross, and the BBOG campaigners who fought all this while and kept the images of these girls alive. I want to congratulate them for a good job.
I think you make a very valid point there, Dr. Ekomo, when you say, well, right now it really doesn't matter how this happened. The most important thing is that we have the girls back home. But let's talk about the state of mind of these girls and the state in which they're also being rescued. We heard that some of them already have babies. Some, if not all of them, already have babies. How difficult will it be, for them to get back to, to life as they knew it before they were abducted, seeing that it's been more than 900 days since they were free?
Yes, Mr. Marachi. I think these girls have been scarred for life. I'm sorry to be so blunt and say what it is, because these are not women. I mean, we saw a lot of those Sambisa pregnancies, those women who had been seized, thousands of women who were seized and impregnated by Boko Haram in Sambisa, who came out with babies or who came back pregnant. And that is one social problem sitting there. But these are precious young school children who went to take a physics exam, and they were abducted from their hostels and taken away for over 900 days. So these are people who have really gone to hell and back 10 times. And so we thank God for their release. We know that their lives will never be the same again. They have been really scarred. And I think the right now is to get a lot of mental health for them, mental help for them. They need psychological help. They need counseling. They need, all kinds of soft help that can be given to them such that they can readjust to normal life. I don't think right now is in fact the time for them for any photo opportunity, going to any governor, any political official. Right now is the time for them to be reunited with their families first. Those are the closest people to them. And then from there straight to professionals who can help them with mental health issues. Because this is a very horrific experience for anybody, talk more of very young 15, 16-year-olds to have gone through.
What would this mean, Doctor, for the Boko Haram sect itself?
Well, I don't know the terms of the agreement that set them free. We know that those girls were with Shekau. They didn't go with the Al-Banawi group. So that one is a settled fact. However, we don't know what the federal government said or did that made Shekau blink. Now, perhaps knowing Shekau's twisted mind, these girls, I think these ones, perhaps they are used up and they have new commodity. That is one spin that can be put on it, but I don't think that is what it is. I believe that they knew the symbolic value of having these girls and milking every day of captivity for their own publicity gains. And I think somehow that value has run out. And I think the federal government must have given them sufficient inducement, serious inducement for Shekau to finally say, okay, you know what, the inducement I'm getting is greater than the value of these girls to me as, as commodities. So I think that Shekau has made out like a bandit in this case, and I just hope that he will not go and come back to try to escalate his attacks, like we've seen in the past 2 days now in Maiduguri with the suicide bombings.
Dr. Onaiyekomo, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. Appreciate your analysis on this and, of course, your insight as usual.